We found your silverware, Lady Brackenstall. It had not been taken very far.
Is that true? I am very thankful to you, Mr. Holmes.
Your ladyship?
Are you not surprised at all? She's still so calm.
We found your mistress's silverware.
Oh, that's good news. You really are as clever as they say.
Indeed.
Indeed. Holmes knows what's up, guys. Okay, so I can talk to the inspector, I think. Investigate the murder at the Abbey Grange. Okay. Inspector Lestrade. The silverware. I found them.
Inspector, I have recovered the stolen silverware.
You are a wizard, Mr. Holmes. And where is it?
In the garden well.
Excuse me?
Unique, isn't it?
Rather absurd. What is the point of stealing silverware and then throwing it down into a well?
Perhaps it was used as a temporary hiding place, or simply the thieves wanted to get rid of it. It is up to us to solve this mystery.
That is such a strange connection, guys. Sailor background. The rope was cut once with a sharp knife and tied quickly in sailor's knots, and that could indicate the intruder had a sailor's background. Lady is acquainted with someone from Rock of Gilbertra. Acquainted with the sailor, but there's no evidence linking these two up. Oh, can we do the other ones for 3 people? Okay, can I just do some wild? Some wild choices here. Yeah, we don't have to confirm my choices, right? We just pick something that can make connections well. Robbery is a confirmed motive for the crime. The criminals may have plans to return for the silverware, but that is so dumb. Why are they not taking the silverware with them? Imitate the robbery. Oh, that doesn't even link up, guys. It's one of the two. Robbery is a motive for the crime. I feel like... Okay, I'm going back to what I said before, guys. There are 2 different blows on the bodies. I think the thieves strike him using the iron poker. Oh, actually no. I think the thieves pushed him onto the grating to get him out of the way. Oh, maybe... Okay, this one I'm not sure, guys. One of the 2 blows is caused by the thieves, and then the second blow is caused by the maid. I'm going back to what I said before. Alright, so there are robbers inside the house, but they did not exactly cause the death of the of Blackenthorne, Sir Blackenthorne. I think someone else added in the second blow that caused the death. I'm going back to this, guys. I think that's how it goes. The robbery was fake. No, it's not faked. There is a Randall gang here, but someone else added in the second blow. The death of Sir Eustace could have been due to his accidentally striking his hand on the fireplace grate. Poker blow. Whoa! My god! The Randalls are guilty. They are partially guilty. Where's the second choice, guys? Can we not add in a second murderer? Is that... Wait, hold on, guys. So Eustace was murdered by the Randall gang. Robbery is confirmed as a motive of the crime. The case is too simple for you. Take this opportunity to give all the credit to your friend, that's right. Your name will not appear in the... Is this it? Wait, what about this one here? Wait! I'm not even ready for this. Lady Brackenstall. Man. Oh no, what do we do? Can we... Maybe I need to go back and change some of this. It is so clear cut. What about my theory of two different suspects? Two different murderers? Sailor background. I picked this choice. I don't think we are done. Hold on. Why is it so early here? Sir Eustace was violent toward his wife. That is true. The Randalls are guilty. Oh man, do I need to pick this right now? What do we do, guys? What do we do? No. Alright, let's pick something else here. I don't like this ending. There's something off with the maid. I'm sure the maid! I'm sure the maid is part of all this. She's so loyal to the lady. And she knows that her lady has been abused so horribly by Lord Brackenshire. So maybe she devised a plan, a devious plot to murdering his master, her master. Okay, I'm changing this, guys. I don't like this angle here. It makes no sense that they threw the knives into the well. It makes zero sense. It makes zero sense that they only stole the silverware and not look everywhere inside the house. Okay, I'm changing my mind, guys. I think this whole thing is fake. I'm changing my mind. Robbery is not the motive. Imitated robbery. This cannot be it, guys. Randall gang was fake and the whole story invented in order to blame this. And also, it makes no sense that the lady remembered every detail of the assailants. Yeah, her description matches perfectly, guys. It makes no sense at all. She's gotta be very traumatized at that moment in time. It makes no sense that she remembered every single detail. I said it before. So this whole thing is fake. Okay, let's see how the conclusion is now. Ooh, and this link to domestic violence. Now there is a motive. Okay, I think this makes more sense now. Domestic violence. Nice, Sir Eustace was murdered by the one person who was visiting that night. It was he who tied up Lady Brackenshaw. He is tall and strong and murderous. What? A different angle now. Maybe this link up with the sailor, mysterious sailor from Brackenshaw or whatever. Okay, hold on, guys. Acquaintance. The Rock of Gilbertraw. Maybe an acquaintance from back when she was in Australia. It is possible, guys. Maybe an ex-lover. Whoa! It's all linking up now. A different connection points. The person who was visiting that night was probably a sailor. A former lover. I think this makes more sense than the robbery one. Because that makes zero sense at all. I'm picking these guys. Search for sailor suspects. Whoa! I like this more. That's the thief conclusion. That was totally premature.
Holmes, don't look at me like that. I don't know what to think about all this.
So looking for sailors out. Do I need to go back home and do my research? Search for possible sailor suspects. I think I need to look at my logs and whatever. I like this more, guys. This choice here. I think I made the right choice. So, research. My files should have names of the sailors. Search Rock of Gilbertraw, 1893. Gilbertraw, 1893. There's a year number. Maybe I need to do... Oh, that's the picture! That's the link! Aha! Rock of Gilbertraw! Oh! I remember this now. So that's where it came from. The name Rock of Gilbertraw. It's the picture she took with her maid. Hand in hand. Or maybe her mother. Alright, let's look at the newspapers one, I think. I don't think it's found here, guys. Can we go back to the newspapers? You exit this part now. I want to go to the newspaper ones, and not the encyclopedia. Newspapers, 1893. Yeah, I think this is the right one. Rock of Gilbertraw's arrival! Ooh, the Rock of Gilbertraw, a bulk carrier from the Adelaide, Southampton, London line. So it's actually a ship? I was wondering what that is, guys. It has returned from a 6-month voyage through India, New Zealand, and Australia. The ship brought to England Miss Mary Fraser, the heiress.
Here it is.
I am not done! The heiress of the Fraser family owning land and tin mines in Australia. This reportedly beautiful young lady is presently engaged to Sir Eustace Blackenshaw, one of the wealthiest gentlemen in Kent. Maybe she met someone on the ship, one of the sailors, one of the handsome sailors, and they fell in love.
The shipping company, the Adelaide, Southampton, London line, and its address. Interesting. It must be the place where they keep the records, including the one for the crew of the Rock of Gibraltar.
I think that if you pretend you're from Scotland Yard, they'll give it to you without any problems.
But I have another solution. I'll call in the specialist.
The specialist. The window, guys. Call Wiggins.
Wiggins, could you come upstairs, please? At your service, Mr. Holmes.
I need a register, my young friend. If you could borrow it, there will be half a guinea for every one of you. I need the crew list of the Rock of Gibraltar in 1893 and their current employment.
I'm straight on it, Mr. Holmes.
Do you really think they'll find it, Holmes?
My secret police is better than the Yard in many ways.
3 hours later.
Here it is, Mr. Holmes. But we can't take it back. It's too risky.
Put it on the table. I'll take care of it. Good work, young Wiggins.
He's waiting for his halfpenny, guys. His halfpence.
I left it right on the table for you, sir.
This list shows the senior officers of the Rock of Gibraltar, on which Lady Brackenstall and her maid made their voyage. Lady Brackenstall does not know anyone in England. This must mean that someone on this list is our mysterious visitor.
Do we recognize any names?
And these are the lists of the senior officers of the Adelaide, Southampton, London Line ships. Let us find out who was in London upon November the 7th.
Listing of senior officers. Okay.
I do not think that this...
No. Next page. Departure. 1893 to 1893. March to May. Right there. The same name.
This officer is still at sea. Therefore, he cannot be involved.
Ooh. Ooh. Not that one. November 7th. Oh. No. Right here. November 7th. No. November 7th. Oh, right here. This is the list. Now, can we find a matching name? A matching name. Henry, Ernest, Jack and Charles, William. There's no matching name here, guys.
I do not think that this sailor has any connection to the case.
Wait. Okay, just look for a matching name now. Thomas Walker.
This officer is still at sea. Therefore, he cannot be involved.
Let's just find all the matching names. Those dates are confusing me. Ernest J. Woods.
This officer
Oops,
is still
not
at
that one.
sea.
Ernest
Therefore,
J.
he
Woods.
cannot be. This officer is still at sea. Therefore, he cannot
Well, that
be
leaves
involved.
like Jack and Charles and William. Charles, the captain.
This officer was on a ship that sailed half a month ago. He wasn't in London at the
William
time of the
Podledge.
crime. This officer was on a ship that sailed half a month ago. He wasn't in London.
That
at the
leaves
time
one
of the
name.
crime.
Jack Crocker. The only potential suspect.
This list shows the senior officers of the Rock of Gibraltar.
We found it.
Mr. Jack Crocker was in London upon the date of the crime, and he is due to depart in 2 days.
And he is the captain too.
Captain Jack Crocker is our mysterious visitor. He was the only one around at the time of the murder.
You're right, Ilya. You found his name. Okay, we got it.
This Crocker, do you think...
It would be interesting to meet him. Our young friend should be able to find him. Wiggins, could you find a way to bring this Captain Crocker here to us?
Here? Holmes, that could be dangerous.
No problem, Mr. Holmes.
Sometime later. Sometime later.
Mr. Holmes, I was informed that you were looking for me, and I'd like to know why.
Yes, it is important that we talk. You will soon understand why.
The Lady Brackenstall. An acquaintance of yours.
You are acquainted with Lady Mary Brackenstall, are you not?
Yes, I think I do remember her. From when I was first officer, but I still don't see...
It seems your relationship went beyond that of mere passenger and first officer.
How dare you?
Indeed, how reckless a feeling is love, particularly if one is prepared to commit a murder in its name.
Explain yourself this instant.
You are aware that the murder made the headlines of the morning press. You read the newspaper report, but to your dismay, found it much fabricated. Once you learned that I wanted to see you, you came straight away. You needed to know what I had found.
You... and what do you know?
That evening, you were with Lady Brackenstall, despite the danger.
I'm not afraid, Mr. Holmes. Besides, all of this is just guesswork.
You would be right if there was no evidence.
What then?
Okay, let's do a profile on him. Yeah, we still don't have hard physical evidence linking him up. You know, clear look, honest. He's a good man, then. Newspaper ink. Clean boots. Oh, we got a knife here now. A sea knife. The one he used to cut the ropes. I'm missing something, guys. There's one more. He looks so determined, you know? Strong build.
Lady Brackenstall was tied to a chair on the night of the murder. And it was you who tied her up.
You call that evidence?
Well... sailor's knots.
Yes, as she was tied with a sailor's knot. Your handiwork.
So, it's a sailor who's done it. That proves nothing, Mr. Holmes. I'm not the only sailor in London right now. Your theory is flawed anyway. On the night of the murder, I was aboard the Shark. I was supervising the repair of a porthole.
At night?
It was an emergency. There was a leak. You can ask the ship's carpenter. He can confirm.
I'm sure that he can.
Perfect. In that case, we have nothing more to talk about. Good evening, gentlemen.
Are we just going to let him go?
Holmes, what should we do now? Would you like to check his alibi?
No. There is no doubt that these men will testify in his favor, and there will be no way to check.
So, what then?
So, we must work with what we have. We have all the puzzle pieces.
Now
Oh,
I
do we
understand
know?
why you dissected the bell rope.
Okay, let's go to our deduction board, guys. Captain Crocker and his statement. He's the only sailor who was aboard the Rocker Gilbertra with Lady Brackenstall and her maid, and who is currently in London. Captain Crocker knows Lady Brackenstall, but he may be lying about his occupation of the night of the murder. Crocker is lying, his involvement is clear. He appeared as soon as he heard that I was looking for him, thus signaling his guilt. Captain Crocker was aboard the Sharp on the night of the murder. He was not afraid to confront me. He had a confident demeanor. It's gotta be this one then, if he's involved. There's no other explanation, right? The captain is a killer. Sir Eustace was murdered by one person who was visiting that night. The murderer is tall and agile and a high-ranking sailor. He is a murderer, and you will bring him and his accomplice, Lady Brackenstall, to justice. The murder was committed in self-defense. Jack Crocker defended a woman against a violent and maniacal man, and the mystery is solved. But you decide to keep it secret. There's no need to inform the police. We don't have the evidence anyway, guys. Are we going to absolve another criminal? It's turning into a pattern, guys. We are absorbing everyone in this game. I think that's like the only way to go, yeah? Are we really going to bring them to justice? We don't even have hard evidence or hard physical evidence linking them up. So why don't we just absolving them again? Captain Crocker. Yeah, go live happily with your love, with your new wife. Start a new relationship. Or rekindle the old flames or whatever. And bring the maid along too. Possibly her own mother. Her own biological mother pretending to be her maid. Yeah, go elsewhere and enjoy and start a new life. Alright, I think we are done, guys. I cannot believe we were absolving another one.
Wiggins, could you ask Mr. Crocker to come here again, please?
Right away.
Barely an hour has passed.
Why did you make me come here again, Mr. Holmes?
It is over. I know that it was you who killed Sir Eustace Brackenstall.
What?
I know, because of the height at which the rope was cut. The knife used was a sea knife. The knots were sailor's knots, and not least the sheer force that was put behind the killing blow. And because you are the only one who knows Lady Mary Brackenstall in London. And because you love her.
It's true.
It is time for you to tell us the whole truth.
I admit that I loved Mary madly from the first day that I met her. But I never did come to visit her, for I believed that she was in a happy household. When I talked to her maid, who told me everything, I was insane with rage. I was due to set sail for 6 months away. I wanted only to see her again. But it turned into a damnable nightmare when he barged in. He dared raise his hand to her. He was not even worthy of licking her boots. Oh, I regret nothing. I admit I killed the monster out of love for her. She will forgive me if she is able.
Lady Brackenstall already forgave you. She said nothing.
Mary.
But that makes her an accomplice as well as her maid. It places her in danger yet again.
Mr. Holmes.
You would not have managed to protect her.
Till I die, do you hear me? Here is a letter that sets everything clear. And it is the one that should be disclosed to the police. I am the only culprit. Mary had nothing to do with it. Now it is time to end this.
Time to end this once and for all. How? Oh my god, what is happening? Whoa! What is going on? He's gonna kill himself, huh? Whoa! I wasn't expecting that. Whoa! Yeah!
Please forgive me, Captain Crocker. I wished only to test your sincerity, and your words and deeds have far exceeded my expectations. See here, Captain Crocker, we'll do this in due form of law. You are the prisoner. Watson, you are a British jury. Captain Crocker, the evidence shows that you acted without premeditation and used reasonable force to protect an innocent victim from her husband's brutality. Your devotion pushed you to attempt to kill yourself in order to protect the one you love. Now, what say you, gentlemen of the jury?
Not guilty, my lord.
Vox populi, vox dei. You are acquitted, Captain Crocker. So long as the law does not find some other victim, you are safe from me.
Mr. Holmes.
It is a great responsibility that I take upon myself, but I will give Lestrade an excellent lead, and if he can't avail himself of it, I can do no more. Come back to your lady in a year, and may her future and yours justify us in the judgment which we have pronounced this night.
Well, everybody, that ended well.
Inspector, I'm afraid that the murderers have escaped us.
What? Do you mean to tell me that you failed? Never thought I'd live to see the day.
I mentioned the murderers, not the case. It is obvious that the crime was committed by 3 criminals who cannot be the Randalls.
You really think so?
You only need to find a gang of 3 thugs wandering around. I can trust you to do that.
If they exist, I'll catch them.
You'll find someone, I have no doubt of it. Goodbye, Inspector.
The Abbey Grange affair. Sir Eustace was murdered by Captain Jack Crocker, who was visiting Lady Brackenstall that night. They staged it as a robbery by the Randall gang. Crocker used his sea knife to cut the bell, rope to tie the lady, and then hid the silverware in the well. Jack Crocker defended a woman against a violent and maniacal man. You have decided to keep it a secret. So clues found, 16. Conclusion, the captain is a killer. Moral choice, absolve Captain Crocker. Hold to check my conclusion. 16 out of 16. Aha, I accept my decision, guys. So that fresh wound on her eye is probably by her husband also, guys. Very recent punch by her husband. Probably by a punch that happened previously. Very recently, probably the same night. Alright, we are moving on to the next case, everybody. Yes. Personality ranking, very consensus. Case statistics, people solved the case the same way, 94%. People made the same moral choice, 64%. 94? I cannot believe the last case I got 5%. I was in the super minority, guys. But that is in the past. Let's move on to the next case.